It's a strange thing, isn't it? You know, when you go to another country, you hope that you're going to be welcomed and you hope you do the right thing. Of course, what happened recently when the former royals known as Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, on a trip to a brand new found homeland, well, seemingly things didn't exactly go to plan. But as ever, Meghan has a plan to counteract that. Let me explain. Lovely to see you today. We're in Hyde Park, of course. Beautiful area of London. So green, so lush. It's a strange thing, actually. It looks picture postcardy, almost like you could touch it, doesn't it? It's so green right now. This is, of course, is the delights of, well, late spring. I know. Where has early spring gone? It's already gone, hasn't it? Spring has sprung. Well, my spring's not sprung. I don't know about you. I can barely get up. Yes, but of course you battle on, don't you? I know I'm not going to moan about it. Honestly, I'm not. But thank you for all, of course, your lovely, kind comments as ever. And it's interesting, isn't it, when you look at all these concoctions. I think I was saying yesterday about steaming your head over a bowl. People laugh at you, don't they? But it's the old traditional things, isn't it? Yeah, and it saves you money. Absolutely. Now, back as ever to your royal story of the day. Now, as we know, Meghan and Harry popped over to Nigeria for this fake royal tour. Even they looked slightly embarrassed about the Duke and Duchess on their head things, their seats, you know, that sort of stuff. It was a bit of a shambolic tour simply because they were met by the wrong people at the airport. And then, of course, nobody really knew why they were there. Predominantly, it was all about, allegedly, the Invictus Games. Or was it? Now, the Invictus Games people basically said they had no idea truly what it was that they were there to promote. Hopefully at some point to place the Invictus Games in Nigeria. But as we then found out, the First Lady and the President of Nigeria decided that Harry and Meghan, like so many people, weren't real royals. Not anymore anyway. So they found themselves a little bit like His Majesty the King, King Charles III, a little too busy to see Harry and Meghan, which didn't necessarily play out very well. And when you consider this is now going to be a documentary for Paramount, it doesn't really leave too much room on how you can stretch this story out. Now, of course, the First Lady of Nigeria, some people suggest, has made a very sly dig at Meghan regarding American film stars and inappropriately dressed American people. Many people are saying that these particular frocks that Meghan decided to display her wares in, of course, on the recent trip, did nothing to, shall we say, elevate the First Lady in her opinion. I'm just leaving it there. But now, apparently, according to a very well-placed source, Meghan thinks this would be a very good idea to extend the hand of friendship. And I kid you not. What's interesting is this. Apparently, Meghan believes that they've obviously got off on the wrong foot, both the President and the First Lady. And she naturally wants to make sure that they get on the right foot. You get the picture. So what she'd like to do is perhaps now film an episode of her much vaunted Netflix cookery show back in Nigeria. Or perhaps invite the First Lady and the President, remember this is her newfound homeland, to cook one of their traditional dishes on her new Netflix series. Now, this might seem something of a stretch, but, you know, Meghan Markle is nothing but an optimist. And she knows how badly that this has played out, literally on the world stage. So she has to find a way of how she can counteract this negative PR. A brand new team around her, I've told, think that this is an excellent idea also. But is it one really that will come to the boil? Or is Meghan simply once again trying to cook the books in her favour? Now, what would you do if you were the First Lady of Nigeria? And how would you respond to this wonderful, brand new, optimistic request? Neil Sean, Hyde Park, London.